everyone, welcome to the session. Good to see all of you join in. I hope everyone is doing well. Yes, a very good evening to all of you guys. कैसे हो आप सब? Okay, good to see all of you join in. Come on guys, let's continue with our rocking series, that is 200 plus para based questions. We've been trying out questions on para jumbles, odd one out, para summary and para completion. Okay, so I hope. Okay, good evening. Hi Rhythm, hello Ansh, hi Darpan, namaste Naman, kaise ho aap? Hi Krishna. Hello everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. Come on, let's get started. So guys, let me remind all of you that it's very crucial कि आप लोग सब जल्दी से अपना subscription book करो. The Unacademy CAT subscription, you get complete access to the entire CAT portal. You get to learn from India's best educators, attend live sessions, get structured PDFs and courses, and आपको dedicated doubt solving sessions मिलते हैं हर batch में. And if you take the iconic subscription, you get all of these benefits, but in addition to that, you get the feature of mentorship, one-on-one live mentorship. Okay, all you have to do is apply the code Ritu MBA and join in. These are the subscription prices. Hi Avnish, jaldi se subscription lo and don't forget to apply the code Ritu MBA. CAT 2023 subscribers, guys, do not wait any further. Book your subscription jaldi se, because guys, the best batches, the foundation batches, the complete concept batches have started. So jaldi se apna subscription book karo. Hi Simran, hello Pallavi. Okay guys, let's continue with our journey of solving questions. We've completed a good deal of questions, guys. Let's take this forward, but before that, let me remind all of you that testing is a very important part. Hi Jishnu, it's very important, guys, that all of you take the AIMT seriously. It was a great turnout that all of you showed on the 16th of October, and make sure that आप लोग 30th October का भी test cover करो. And what is AIMT? It's one of the largest online tests for mock tests for the CAT examination, with 50,000 plus test takers, and you get a live rank and you get to win exciting prizes. Just scan the QR code, okay, in order to enroll. Come on, let's get started, guys. Question on your screen, para jumble. Let's start. Hi Diya, long go. Yes. So guys, एक दो para jumble करेंगे, एक दो odd one out करेंगे, फिर जैसे मैंने promise किया था, we go on to author's position. I'm good, Diya. How are you? Welcome to the session. Where did you see me? Come on, guys. 41st question on your screens. Come on guys, para jumble. What do you think guys? What is your answer? Yeah, we'll do all, don't worry. Are so sweet. Okay, done Naman. Okay guys, let's check this out. But that does not help Naman. It's not necessary कि अगर आप, because this time I am Bangalore setting the paper, you have to solve I am Bangalore papers. That's a myth, and their patterns were also different, so you won't get much out of it. Okay, so let's start with this guys. The answer to this question is 3241. Okay, let's discuss this. It is easy enough to look to the past to find discarded ideas that were once central, such as the theory that kings rule by divine right. No, but it's important to try out PYQs of course, because you know you get to know, but specifically सिर्फ क्योंकि I am Bangalore ने वो set किया था, उस goal को लेकर मत चलो. Yes, papers you find difficult, we'll definitely discuss it. Okay, 3241. It's easy enough to look to the past to find discarded ideas that were once central, such as the theory that kings rule by divine right. They contrast in this way with less radical societal changes. Disruptions bring a profound shift in people's understanding of how the world around them works. Ideological change is crucial for major societal change, such as that pursued by Lenin, because societies promote ideologies that support their way of doing business. Now guys, they over here refers to disruptions. Yes, can I say 3 and 2 ka link hai? Can I say 3 and 2 ka link hai? Yes, did all of you understand this? 3 and 2 ka link hai na? They contrast, this they refers to disruptions. Okay, 3 and 2 is a strong link. Ideological change is crucial for major societal change, such as that pursued by Lenin, because societies promote ideologies that support their way of doing business. And if the way of viewing the world doesn't change, the way of doing business isn't going to change either. It's easy enough to look to the past to find discarded ideas that were once central, such as the theory that kings rule by divine right. Now, what link can you find here? Hi, Rakshit. 3 and 2 is a clear subset. Now, any other links that you can find here? Any other link? You can say ideological change is also a disruption. Aryan, it can be that way also. Isn't that subjective? Come on. Good evening, Sony. Anybody else? Okay, now look at this guys. I'll tell you the key. Hi Gunja, welcome to the session. Now please look into this. 3 and 2 का link है because both of these statements talk about disruptions. Okay, both of these statements talk about disruptions and they talk about less radical societal changes without altering the basic system of government. So बस थोड़ा सा shift था, ठीक है, shift था, but it did not completely radicalize the society and change completely. But if you look at this, ideological change is crucial. अगर आपको major societal change लाना है, then it's not just disruption, it is ideological change. And one says that past is filled with such examples where ideas have changed. One is a continuation of ideological change. It says discarded ideas that were once central. मतलब जो ideas पहले central थे उनको discard कर दिया गया. That is an ideological change. So 3 talks about disruption, 2 gives you an example of disruption, 4 talks about ideological change, and 1 continues that idea. Did all of you understand this? It's going to be 4-1. यहाँ पे आपको थोड़ा सा meaning समझने की जरूरत थी. No चाहत. Got it? Did you understand this? Nikhil, ये देखो. These 2 sentences. You can't say disruption is part of ideological change or ideological change is part of disruption. They've been viewed as 2 different things here, Arihant. According to the author, you have disruptions, but disruptions need not bring about complete societal change. If you need a complete societal change, then what we need is an ideological change. What you are doing is you're assuming that one is a part of the other. Got it? Because you start with something that's minor, which doesn't bring about, and if you a major societal change, but if you want a major societal change, then you go with 4 and 1. You moved from lesser in degree to greater in degree. Lesser in degree to greater in degree. Got it? Yes, that one. Okay, listen to this, everyone. See, I'll go about, okay, do all of you agree that 3-2 is a link? Not the opening pair maybe, but do you understand that 3-2 is a link? Disruptions, they refers to disruptions, but it's a less radical societal change without completely altering the basic system. Okay, now the author says कि ये disruption है, पर अगर हमको पूरा मतलब if you want to change, if you want about a major societal change, then ideological change is crucial for that. Guys, how can you put 4 and 1 before? How can you put 4 and 1 before? First I'll tell something that doesn't lead to something, then I'll say okay, but this doesn't lead to it, this leads to it, right? पहले ही आप बता दो कि major societal change किससे cause होता है, फिर disruption बताने का मतलब क्या हुआ? Ideological change is crucial for major societal change, and it's easy enough to look to the past to find discarded ideas that were once central. That's nothing but an example or an elaboration of what ideological change is. So that's why 3-2-4-1. Got it? Come on, let's go to the next one. Come on, guys, let's try an odd one out question. Okay, go ahead, guys. Odd one out. Tell me which sentence is not a part of this paragraph. Come on. Guys, 6 p.m. plus class bhi hai, don't forget. Come on, everyone. everyone. Which statement is not a part of this paragraph? 1. Wonderful. Yes, guys, the answer option over here is 1. Let's have a look at this. A universal basic income might just make sense in a world of technological upheaval. Yet, work is a less generous and less certain provider of these benefits than it once was. It provides people with meaning, structure, and identity. Work is one of most society's most important institutions. It is a mechanism through which spending power is allocated. Okay, now 4 talks about work. 5 and 3 talk about what work do, positives about work. 2 says, yet love is a less generous, less certain provider of these benefits, its meaning, structure, and identity. This talks about a universal basic income, which is irrelevant. Okay, so correct. The answer option over here is 1. Come on, let's go to the next one. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, everyone. What is the answer? Okay, guys, there's a confusion between 1 and 4. But the right answer option over here is 1. The UK has overtaken Germany in the number of new vegan products brought to market. So far, the biggest change in our diets has come from a small but increasing percentage of people who identify as vegetarian or vegan. Yet, most discussion about whether to eat meat remains rooted in personal choice. Their answer to a global crisis is to swap out beef for cauliflower steak. Excessive meat consumption, like other environmental crises, needs political solutions. Okay, it needs political solution. Okay, next, small percentage of people, their answer 2 and 4 is a clear subset. 2 and 4 is a clear subset. It needs political solutions, yet you're contradicting it by saying that yet, no, it's a personal choice. 5 and 3 are linked. This may be a part of the same article, but definitely not a part of the same paragraph. UK, Germany, vegan products, too specific, and it's not a part of any mandatory pair. Done, Rinal. Why so official? Just the odd one out, not the sequence structure. The sequence will just help you arrive at the answer. Okay, come on, let's go to the next one. Next question, odd one out on your screens. Come on. नहीं अक्षत, आप देखते हो? Come on, everyone. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Acha, I'll have a look. Shanti Aati Akshat from that amazing answer. Okay, guys, what is the answer? No, you've all seem to have gone wrong. Happy birthday, Mrinal. I wish you a very, very, very happy birthday and hope all your wishes come true and hope you have a great day. Happy birthday. And since you're such a big Chandler fan, happy birthday to the class clown. Okay, right. Guys, the right answer to this question is 3. Come on, let's have a look at it. In fact, it is life affirming. In fact, it is life affirming because once you stop displacing these fears into everyday neurosis, life becomes tranquil even when it is painful. In fact, it is life affirming. Okay, what is life affirming? Unhappiness is not failure. If it's not failure, what else is it? Most of us are simply pretending to ourselves and to others that we are happy in order not to feel like failures. And during those difficult times of loss and pain, to assert, this is a mixed package called life and I embrace it in all its positive and negative aspects, shows real courage. It is not pessimistic or morbid to say for most of us that life can be hard and that conflict is intrinsic to being and that mortality shadows our waking hours. Okay, guys, 2, 5, 2 and 5 का लिंक है पहले तो yes or no 2 and 5 का लिंक है. It is not failure. It is not pessimistic or morbid to say. Life can be hard. Conflict is intrinsic. These are the fears that you're talking about. Mortality. These fears. 1-4 says, talks about these fears and it says, in fact, look at it as something life affirming and acknowledge and assert that it's a mixed package and that is the real courage. Most of us are simply pretending that we are happy. Guys, this in a way also contradicts the theme of the para. The theme of the para is be positive, life affirming, take it like a mixed bag. But if you say that we are simply pretending and it's not a part of any mandatory pair. Got it? Did all of you understand this? So you have to arrange. Only then you will end up with the right answer. Okay, next one. Let's go to para summary now. Yeah, we've completed the odd one outs. Para jumbles ek do bache hain, but I think we've done enough of para jumbles today. So these three will continue with it in the next class. Let's take out para summary. Come on guys, next question on your screen. Para summary. Come on everyone. Come on guys, para summary question on your screen. Which one? Haan, Aman, will come to it. But essence and main idea is the same. Your question should have been essence versus author's position. फिर difference होता है, पर essence and main idea तो same ही है. B, all of you feel B? Wonderful guys. The right answer to this question is B. Okay, basically the entire passage is about lack of sleep and how sleep deprivation can really affect you, whether it's your activities in the cortex, your hippocampus, the forebrain, your vision, your hearing, your sensory perception, and all of them can be deeply affected by a lack of sleep. Can have disastrous consequences. This is too strong and it does not say in which area, but bodily and mental functions, this is more apt. Heals itself, alien idea. The author does not compare the psychological and the bodily discomfort. Okay, so the answer option over here is clearly B. Right, next one. Let's see some author's position. Ek baar ruko. Try this one out. Come on. Come on, guys. Author's position. Come on, guys. author's position. B, C, D. There's a confusion. Okay guys, let's look into this, but I think most of you have gone right. The answer to this question is B. Okay, now since the 18th century, the ideal of democracy has become wedded to rise of the nation state. The modern state is a distinctive form of political organization based on autonomy over a delimited territory and population. Though a centrally organized government, the state wields or exercises a monopoly over the legitimate use of violence as well as the right to taxation. In exchange for these coercive or forceful powers, the state generates its legitimacy through democratic mechanisms. Now, when you read it, it might look very dense, but it's okay. Read it. Elimination is the key. Democracy is an ideal form of government which has taken several centuries to evolve. This is an alien idea and therefore we eliminate A. National democracy is typically institutionalized, with citizens submitting some of their rights to the government and the government endowed with certain responsibilities. Let's keep it on hold. Politics has become an essential and integral part of modern nation states. Though citizenry is deprived of the right of violence under all circumstances, see, A and D should be first eliminated क्योंकि उसमें completely alien ideas हैं. Now look at B. In exchange for these powers, the state has powers, and in exchange for these powers, it gives its citizenry. So there's an exchange involved. So that comes across in option B. Got it, guys? Did all of you understand this? Clear with this, everyone? Though not the best option, but through elimination method, we get our answer option as B. So did you understand? Author's position is not so much कि हम लोग एक main idea या एक central idea लेकर passage से उसको quote कर दे. You know, like it's not so much as paraphrasing. For example, इसमें हमने क्या किया था? This was more like a summary. Do you understand? This was more as a summary of the whole passage. Taking keywords, taking the main idea, taking the central idea. This was more of summarizing. Author's position is what is the author's main point and what is his position, what is his opinion, what is his take. It may not be holistic, मतलब पूरा passage को involve करे जरूरी नहीं है, but it's basically why is the author written this passage? What is that one point that he wanted to make clear? Right, let's go to the next one. This is also author's position. Aditya, I've taken a lot of classes on critical reasoning, strengthening, weakening. एक बार चेक करो, आपको इसी चैनल के प्लेलिस्ट सेक्शन में मिल जाएंगे. VARC सेक्शन by Ritu Dhudhoria. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Check it. It will help you, Aditya. Guys, the right answer to this question is C. Okay, इस question का सही जवाब है C. Let's have a look at it. Anti-foundationalism is a school of philosophy that rejects the idea of a single unified whole in which everything is ultimately interrelated. It does not feel that everything is one. The existence of what we call knowledge only exists because we have created it. If posed with the question, if a tree falls in the forest and no one is around, would it make a sound? The anti-foundationalist may doubt whether the tree even fell in the first place. After all, nobody saw the tree fall in the first place. So according to them, you know something because you only, if there's evidence to prove it, only then something has happened. Only then there's, you have knowledge about it. Anti-foundationalists observe the means only after studying the result carefully. Knowledge is possible even without direct evidence. Believe that in essence, results don't necessarily define the means. Believe extrapolation is possible in some cases of acquiring knowledge. Okay, now listen to this, guys. If you look into this, the anti-foundationalist may doubt whether the tree even fell in the first place. After all, nobody saw the tree fall in the first place. What do you mean by this? Can someone tell me? Correct. See, if a tree falls in the forest and no one is around, would it make a sound? The result don't necessarily define the means. That means अगर आपको sound दिखा, sorry, अगर आपको sound सुनाई दिया भी, see, okay, I'll help you with this. It's slightly philosophical in nature. See, it says everything is not interrelated. First of all, itna samajh lo. It says it rejects that everything is interrelated, means everything is not interrelated. Everything is not interrelated. Results don't necessarily define the means. They are not related. Okay. Now, even if you go by the elimination method, studying, analyzing, not given here. It's possible without direct evidence, that's contradicting the passage. Extrapolation is no, in fact it does not believe in extrapolation. It does not believe in filling in the blanks. It needs to see. You need to hear. You need to see. You need to be present. So result आया भी या नहीं, that is in question. It doesn't depend on the means. Even if you hear the sound, so what? They will still doubt whether the tree fell in the first place or not. So the means don't necessarily define the results, or the means don't necessarily guarantee the results. Things are not related. Everything is not interrelated. Got it? Did all of you understand this? Now are you able to understand the difference between a para summary and an author's position question? Your approach is not, I always keep saying you this, it's not that your approach has to be different. It's not that your approach has to be different. It's just that the options and the way the question is framed is different. Sorry, ulta. Okay, got it? Right, next one. Come on guys, 57th one. Correct, results don't define the means. Sorry, that line, but you got the gist, right? Great, come on, next one. Come on everyone. Come on, guys. We have a class at 6. हाँ है ना plus class. Okay guys, the right answer to this question is D. We expect more complex organisms to have progressively large genomes, but primitive eukaryotic genome fails to correlate well with apparent complexity and instead varies wildly over more than a 1 lakh fold range, 100,000. Single-celled amoebae have some of the largest genomes, up to 100-fold larger than the human genome. We do know that the DNA, the building blocks of gene and thus genome, forms genes that regulate any organism's metabolic and non-metabolic activities and also inheritance. Just read it once. Options will help you out. Most of the DNA present in genomes serve to control metabolic as well as non-metabolic activities and inheritance. Most. How did you get most यहाँ पे? Option elimination carefully करो. Fundamentally, simple organisms such as amoebae are as complex as advanced animals like human beings. But their genome is 100-fold larger than the human genome. But you're saying as complex as. Nature has not been economical with using resources to develop cellular molecules such as DNA. Nature. Elimination तो समझ में आ रहा है ना? Nature as complex. Most. These words are incorrect. इतना आपको यहाँ पे most कहीं नहीं दिख रहा है. Nature कहीं नहीं दिख रहा है. Genomes can contain a substantial fraction of DNA other than that used for genes and their regulatory sequences. Genomes can contain a substantial fraction of DNA other than that used for genes and their regulatory sequences. Now look at this. The single-celled amoebae have some of the largest genomes. So they can contain a substantial fraction of DNA other than that used for the genes. जो genes के काम आता है उसके अलावा भी they can have a substantial fraction of DNA. Got it? Did you understand this? Substantial fraction ये देखो 100-fold larger than the human genome. 100,000-fold range. Okay, see. So genomes. Look look at this, guys. DNA is the building block of genes and thus genome. So you're saying, okay, DNA, right? It makes up the genomes. Correct? It makes up, okay, this is just like a diagrammatic representation. Forget the diagram, okay? Forget my drawing. So let's say the DNA makes up the genes and thus the genome. A single-celled amoeba can have 100-fold larger genome. So that's really large. Okay, that means a substantial fraction of DNA. It can contain a substantial fraction of DNA other than that what is used for regulatory sequences in genes, because you're talking about a single-celled amoeba. It has such a large genome, but उसका कर क्या रहे हैं? It has a substantial section or fraction or which is used other than that which is used for genes. Did you understand this? That's what I'm saying, Aditya, but they don't have much use for it, right? It's more than what they need for these purposes, more than what they need for these processes. Substantial fraction means a substantial portion here. Okay, but guys, basically you should have just got it through elimination method. Nature, no way in the passage that you can justify this. As complex as you cannot justify this, and most you cannot justify this. These were simple tricks to look into. Okay, done. We'll stop here for now. Think about this. We'll come back to it later because now I'll meet you in the plus class. Guys, please make sure that you give PYQ tests. You'll find the link in the description below. Final lab for CAT 2022 batch, enroll. Don't forget to apply the code Ritu MBA. I'll see you again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Download the sample notes. Want to see your faces on this wall. Guys, special classes, I'll inform you about the timings soon. Okay. But don't forget to apply the code Ritu MBA and enroll. So we'll have a special class tomorrow, let's say about 6 p.m. Okay, tomorrow 6 p.m. Let's book it. Surajit will continue in the plus class. Already overshot by 2 minutes. Okay, take care, guys. Yes, of course. Till we complete 200 questions from me, there'll be parts. कल 5 बजे वापस मिलेंगे. Take care, guys. Bye bye. Bye everyone. Thank you. See you in the